Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of sport. Let's talk Major League Baseball and not really Shohei Ohtani. Now, Shohei, I like to say Shohei, it's Shohei Ohtani. Well, Shohei sounds better to me, but it's Shohei Ohtani. Somebody will hit me off on that, and I'm like, yeah, I know. But, I've been saying Shohei for the last few years. I can't even stop. But it's Shohei Ohtani, right? Bottom line is this. We know this is a two-way player. Something we haven't seen. We haven't seen that since the times of Babe Ruth, where somebody is, pitching and hitting on a high level. Now, you've had pitchers that can hit, right? In the National League, pitchers have to hit, and, some pitchers can hit. Clayton Kershaw can hit a little bit. Baumgartner, I think, can hit a little bit. But we're talking about hitting where you're batting from first to fourth in the lineup. It's ridiculous. When he first came out, they had him at 8 and 9 in the lineup, but then all of a sudden, hold up, man, this dude here is all too awesome. And last video I did about Shohei Ohtani, I was talking mostly about the fact what he's doing on the pitching side. 15 wins, over 200 strikeouts. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. A lot of people don't, I don't know if somebody's going to get 20 this year. I haven't really looked at the stats and everything. It's just about what this guy is up to. There might be a few pitchers who won a few more games. Yeah. But when you're pitching on a losing team and you still got 15 wins, your earned run average is 2.5 or less, and you got 200 strikeouts, that means, literally, you're doing your job. There's nothing else more you can really do as from a pitcher standpoint. So, that's awesome. But let's just go about hitting real quick. We do know that the guy is batting. He's closing in on 280. We're going to say he's around 275. He's closing in on 280, which is a high batting average. On teams, if you go through their lineups at the beginning of the game, always look at their lineups. You'll be like, you look at somebody with 280. There's going to be maybe one or two people in the whole lineups that are batting over 280, right, in a lineup. So that's a high batting average, It's pretty damn good batting average, right? He's got 34 home runs, which is pretty damn good. Like I told you, over 30 means you're a power hitter. So he has that as well, right? In triples, which I failed to mention in the last video, he won triples about a year or two ago. Had the most triples, which means you can get around them base paths. The most triples in the league, right? This year he's second with triples. There's almost nothing you can say about this guy. But here's one thing I'm going to say about today. And we're going to get out of here. I'm not going to talk too long about it. My key is just to make sure you watch stuff like this. This guy extended his hitting streak to 16 games. Phenomenal. So forget that he pitches. This is a hitter hitting 280, right, in your lineup. Home runs, got the nerve to be on a 16-game hitting streak. Man, it's absolutely phenomenal. Keep your eye on this. A lot of times, in sports, we get to the point where we let these sports shows tell us, well, everything, they have to get the postseason. In every sport, he's not doing this. He hasn't won championships. He's in the postseason, and the postseason. It's not nothing until you get to the postseason. Well, this is what trips me out. The owners of these particular sports, right? The owners, stuff that got to recoup their money. I don't know why they don't come out and say, would you guys please shut up? We do want people to come to regular season games, right? What are the things that make people come to regular season games? They love the sport and they're looking for stuff. But when you got historical things happening in the regular season, that keeps people engaged. We don't get to forget that. Shohei Ohtani is one of those players where you're in the middle of your day, oh, what the hell does Shohei do? Or Shohei, for you guys, Shohei Ohtani. What does Shohei do, right? What did he do? And you go look, because it's probably going to be something historical. Now, in other sports, like right now, Lamar Jackson in football. What he's doing, Josh Allen as well, though. But what he's doing is phenomenal because he's a dual threat. We know he's going to, he led one year in touchdowns thrown, and he gets over 1,000 yards rushing. Quarterbacks don't do that. I don't even know if we ever had a quarterback in history that had 1,000 yards. I don't remember right now. Maybe one or something. Maybe a Kaepernick. I'm not even sure. 1,000 is really ridiculous. I'm not sure Cam Newton did that. Randall Cunningham. Maybe Michael Vick. Somebody got a little close to running 1,000 yards. Right? That ain't really popping off. That's running back stuff. This will be the third year that your boy Lamar Jackson does that. He's done it twice already. It's phenomenal as well. And they keep saying, well, he's not that great of a thrower, and now he's that too. And not only that he's running phenomenally. And, you know, and people engaged because it's must-see TV. Like Shohei, must-see TV. You got to see what Lamar is doing, right? And here's somebody who's blackballed, basically, in NBA, but kept us engaged 4 seasons. And that was Russell Westbrook. Oh, he can't shoot. Yeah, but I'm about to do something that hasn't been done since black and white TVs, or AKA Bigfoot footage, right? I averaged the whole season a triple-double. Do you know I didn't miss no Westbrook games in that, because when Westbrook was in Oklahoma City, I didn't miss any games because I was engaged. He kept me engaged in the regular season because, man, he's about to get a triple-double. It's nothing more fun when you're watching basketball than watching somebody on their way to a triple-double. And I didn't miss any. I didn't stop missing Westbrook games till he went to Houston because I can't watch James Harden play, right? That's because that's like, here are the rules. I know how to bend them, and I can play. He's good, but it's too much cheating with him. I can't watch him. So I missed a few games when he was there, and I missed some games with Westbrook at the Lakers, even though the Lakers are my team, because I don't like the narrative. And like, oh, he has to play this way, he has to play off the ball, he has to keep doing this. Every game they keep telling him something to play instead of let Westbrook do what he does, get his rebounds, and y'all better fill the lanes. Especially when I'm playing with G Leaguers, I gotta fill the lanes because LeBron gonna be hurt and Anthony Davis is staying hurt. So if I'm gonna be playing with G Leaguers, let me get the ball and we just fill the lanes. We ain't got time for half court basketball, right? That's not what Westbrook does. We saw it in Washington. When he plays half court basketball, he can make any guys better. You see how good he made Addix Lynn in Washington? See how good he made Brook Lopez? See how good he made Rudy Hachimura pick and pop at the free throw line? Why? Oh, Hachimura has a mid-range game. Let's pick and pop with him and get him in his positions. This is Westbrook's doing. Gafford, knowing that Gafford gets up a little bit higher, so I'm a high pick and roll and get that ball up there and make sure that he's getting his alley-oop dunks, right? Empowering all the players on that team because Bill was hurt a lot. So if they would have let him play, but no, we get there and we start saying what he can't do. Yeah, he's not the greatest shooter in the world. So what? He's never been. I averaged a triple-double 4 years. You guys have never done it. No one else has ever done it except for my man, the Big O, Oscar Robertson, way back there. And, you know, so what is that? No, so I don't hear when the people are talking about Westbrook is not there. I ain't got time. I ain't hearing that because the owner should be back in there and say, hey, listen, this guy kept people and keeps people engaged in the regular season, and he comes to the games. He's not even hurt that much. Who cares? And let me say something else too before I get into it. Who gives a damn if somebody that's in the gym 7 days a week or definitely 6 that can shoot a wide open 3-point shot because you can't even contest them nowadays? That's not impressive. What Westbrook is doing and has done is. No one cares about who can shoot threes. Who can't is the question there. You understand? It's the difference. But no one can do what Westbrook does. That keeps you engaged in the regular season. No one could do what Shohei Ohtani does. Shohei Ohtani does. That's why that keeps you engaged in the regular season. That's also important. Postseason is mostly you better have a good team to make it there. But with these individual accolades, a Lamar Jackson or Russell Westbrook, and for sure, I left it for sure, Shohei Ohtani. So keep your eye on those kind of players and don't let the narratives that you hear on these sports shows get you away from it. Use your own eyes and tell yourself, what do you want to watch? Yes, I love watching Westbrook. I ain't gonna let nobody tell me different, right? I love watching Lamar Jackson. I ain't gonna let nobody tell me different. I love watching Shohei Ohtani. I damn sure ain't gonna let nobody tell me different. I hope you're similar. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.